Hi, in this video we're talking about the launch strategy. So yeah, you've got your product in Amazon and you're ready to launch. But let's have a bit of a recap and let's look how far we've got. And I'm going to show you my ninja launch strategy. So you've created your own products and brands. We really want to be differentiating ourselves from the competition. And one of those ways is developing your own private label brand. Whether you're importing from China, or you're sourcing in your own country or from the US or wherever in the world, you still want to make sure you private label to develop your brand. And also you want to differentiate your products. You might do that by your packaging being premium or bundling items together. Just look at the competition and look how you can add more value. And focus on a number of limited products. You don't need to be launching hundreds of products to be successful. Pick your niche. So beauty, home and kitchen, sports and fitness. Develop your brand in that niche, and launch a maximum of sort of 3 to 5 products, because that focus on that particular niche will develop more long term. And as long as you've got the numbers right on the profits, then it's a really good tangible business to then take off Amazon and kind of develop on your own e-commerce store. And do more than the competition. Look at the Amazon's Choice and the bestseller listings and see how you can offer more value by separating yourself, and have a look at their listing in particular and see how you can be more quality and more premium. Make sure you got the keywords correct as well within those listings so that you can really have the advantage. And then you want to get your orders and reviews. You want to do that in the first 2 weeks, because as we know, Amazon launches a new seller ahead of the rest. And you're given a chance when you launched. So you want to give the impression that you're a hot seller straight off the bat. So have a look at Jungle Scout, see what the daily sales are of the competition, and make sure you're achieving that on your first few days. And just try and aim for 10 reviews as soon as you possibly can. You can also launch a lower price. So say you're planning to launch at around £20 mark, you could launch at £12 or £15 within your first week, or you do a half price sale. And then once you're ranked on page 1, you can start to increase your price and price competitively. Then and only then, when you're ranked on page 1, do you want to do some Amazon PPC advertising, because there's no point doing any advertising if you've got no reviews, because the listing is not going to convert and you're not going to get any sales. And ideally, if you're on page 1, you then could be seen twice on that page by the advertising spot and also organically. And then you can look at releasing variations. Does that product lend itself to have different colors or different sizes? Because we know that Amazon's algorithm converts better, and it increases the conversions if you've got multiple variations on your listing. And then the next step is to look at launching in different countries. So you can launch in the US, across Europe and Germany, France, Spain and Italy, in Australia. And there's loads of other different marketplaces like India, Japan, Dubai, and Amazon's increasing all the time. So, from my point of view, it's easier to launch, focus on that small, 3 to 5 products within that niche, develop a really nice brand, and then, launch globally, rather than having loads of different niches, loads of different brands, loads of different products, and just launch it in the UK. And you can follow up on your customers to scale repeat business if that product lends itself. If it's something that people can buy repeatedly and need again, and they're going to use it, then keep that kind of relationship going by email software that you can use. So let's have a look specifically at the launch strategy when you first get your product into the Amazon warehouse. We need to rank as quickly as we can. So as I said, we need to get reviews, but more importantly, we need to get orders within the first 2 weeks. And there's several ways you can do that. You can use software such as Jump Send or Viral Launch that are paid softwares. I've had limited success recently with these, but sometimes, depending on your product, if it's something that people want, I know people have had quite good success. Also, you can use friends and family or people you know within communities. Just make sure there's no links to you, because Amazon will just delete the reviews. So nobody that lives at the same address as you, so no IP, the same IP address, or anybody that's got the same surname or linked to you in any way. And you can also use coupon codes, but be careful. You don't want to be using more than 50% off, because Amazon know that then that customer has been incentivized to do a review. So 25% coupon codes is ideal. And then you can use things like Feedback Genius and Feedback 5, which is a message software that can follow up on customers and ask your organic sales for reviews. You can only ask a customer once for a review, though, so be careful, because Amazon are just really protective. They really want their reviews to be standing out in the world as genuine reviews, and they don't want like anybody that's doing any black hat tricks and scamming the system. So launch at a lower price, because then obviously if you're refunding people back, that people you know, you ain't going to refund them as much, and plus it helps Amazon's algorithm to help you get ranked. And then once you position where you need to be on page 1, you can start to increase your price competitively against the competition. And it's only then, once you're positioned, that you want to turn on your Amazon ads. And there's a whole section that I've gone through with doing automatic campaigns and doing manual campaigns. So yeah, only use PPC when your listing is fully optimized for the keywords that you want to rank for and you're in the position you want to be in. And ideally, you want to be seen twice on a page. So once organically, and then also with your Amazon sponsored ad. So I'm going to share a case study with you. I've recently come out of this market, but I was in the supplement market, which is a huge market in the US. And I was selling in the US because it's the biggest market, even though it is, the most competitive too. It was my own brand that I got from a US supplier that was manufactured in the US, and it was private labeled, and I sold it on Amazon and FBA. And I specifically focused on mums and family. So my first one was a prenatal vitamin, and then followed by a weight loss vitamin, and then a probiotic, and a Garcinia Cambogia one, and also a skin, hair and nail one. And I did lots of offers like subscribe and save, multi-buys where customers got discounts for buying multiple bottles and that kind of thing. Now, this wasn't my brand, but this is just an example of one that's in the US, just to show you the subscribe and save. So anything that's consumable, anything that anybody can repeat buy on a monthly basis, you can get involved in the subscribe and save and incentivize customers to get discounts for buying on a monthly basis. And that's where you get that recurring income then. So let's have a look at my numbers. My unit price from the US supplier was $3.40. The labeling and landing price was $4.20. And then the sale price was $19.77. So after my Amazon fees and pick and pack costs, it was $10.87 was my unit profit. And my strategy was I did a giveaway basically. I did coupon codes where I gave away 150 units to get my reviews and to make sure that I ranked. Now this was a competitive market, so that's why I needed to give away that huge amount. And I used Feedback Genius, which is a software to message customers, sort of create that list of buyers and create that loyalty really, and explain how to get the best out of the supplements. And I also did some stuff off Amazon and developed a community in a group. It was like a mum's club where I did competitions and all sorts of different things to share these supplements as well. And obviously I launched multiple supplements. As I say, I've recently come out of that niche, but it was steady for a good 2 or 3 years. And I put a lot of hard work into the brand, developing the brand long term, because obviously I had multiple different supplements. So this was a bit of a sales snap. The top one, the 22,000, was actually a combination of 3 of the supplements that I was selling, because the bottom one, you can see these three were 30-day periods. So the first one was when I first launched the first supplement. The second one was when I added the second one in, and then the third one at the bottom was when I added the third supplement that I was selling. And then I went on to launch a fourth, which is that top screenshot, which is the 22,000. So you can see how it develops over a period of time. And as I say, over a good 2-3 years, I had really good sales, and I had to got more and more competitive. I had to do outside paid traffic, which was really sort of damaging my profit margins. So yeah, I recently come out of that market and focusing on other niches. But I hope this kind of like inspires you of what you can do on Amazon, and the sales that you can maximize, and the opportunity that's there. So it's really important to launch in the correct way. Make sure you get those orders, make sure you follow up with reviews before you actually do any Amazon advertising. So I hope this helped, and look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye.